Confidence. You gain confidence, and then you begin to build your self-esteem, and you overcome self-doubt by stacking little wins over time. And then periodically you'll get those big win opportunities where you can negotiate, you can find a reason not to come, but then you go to that battlefield or you get on the field anyway, right? So I always look at confidence like credit score. If you pay your bills on time, if you pay your debt on time, if you never miss a payment, you will have a high credit score. If you keep the promises to yourself, little promises, big promises, you will begin to build your personal credit score, your reputation with yourself. Confidence is exactly that. Confidence is reputation with self. And if you're a confident person, then you're the type of person who makes a promise and keeps a promise. You have high self-worth, high self-esteem, because each time that you keep your promise, you are stacking an undeniable amount of evidence and proof that you keep your word. And that is very important to build your reputation with yourself. In other words, if you are not showing up as a confident person, it's because you are breaking the little promises. And those promises start, by the way, the night before when you set your alarm to wake up tomorrow morning, and then the morning comes, your alarm goes off, and then you hit the snooze button. You, my friend, just broke a promise. You chose 10 or 15 minutes of shitty sleep over getting up and keeping your word to yourself and dominating your path. You just told your subconscious mind that you're an imposter and that you're a hypocrite, you're a liar, you're not to be trusted. That is how we erode our confidence. That is how we begin to create self-doubt. That is how that inner voice gets louder and louder and louder and has more control over us and forces us to go the way of comfort, convenience, complacency. Instead of choosing hard, we start choosing easy. Each time that you break a promise to yourself, each time that you are not able to keep that promise, each time that you are a hypocrite or a imposter, even on the little things, like, I was told myself I'm going to work out this morning, but then you didn't. And yeah, you make some bullshit excuse. Well, I didn't work out because I didn't sleep well. Then I was late to work, and so I'll work out harder tomorrow. Guess what? You stacked an L. And if you keep stacking L's, you are going to have undeniable evidence that you're a fucking loser. You understand that? And if you're a loser, you cannot have high confidence and high self-esteem. Instead, you will have high self-doubt because the inner critic, the devil, your inner bitch voice will constantly control your mind and negotiate with your actions. You'll never elevate to your higher self. And so what do we do to build high levels of confidence? Let's talk about that. One, you have to understand that to build confidence, you have to actually start something and finish it. You have to commit something and see it through, right? That is just an important thing to do. Confidence is also a byproduct of stacking little wins. Little wins like not hitting that snooze button in the morning. Little wins like eating clean all day long. Little wins like going to your workout and bringing the fucking thunder in the gym. Little wins like making the right number of sales calls if you're in sales, or setting up that funnel if you're in business for yourself, or leading your team and having that tough conversation. Whatever it is that you have on your list to do that day, to check those fucking boxes off and to be able to finally say with certainty, with undeniable evidence, by showing yourself that you, my friend, have confidence and high self-esteem and self-worth because you kept your promises throughout the day. And when you do that, the day becomes a month, the month becomes a year, the year becomes a decade, and before you know it, you've got such momentum as a confident, high self-esteem, high self-worth human that the inner critic, that inner voice, is silenced, is dead, is no longer able to control you, is not able to talk you out of doing the things that you know you're meant to do to become the greater, higher level version of yourself. Because make no mistake about it, if you're watching the show, if you're listening to the show, you are the kind of guy that is striving for excellence. You are striving for personal excellence, are you not? That means you have higher standards and higher expectations of yourself. And that means your conscience knows that you want more, that you are purpose-driven. And each time you break a promise and don't stack those wins, you begin to erode your reputation. You begin to erode your confidence. Now I get it. Look, you might start doing, like, people go, well, look, when I do a couple of shots of whiskey, I have a lot of confidence. I could talk to the ladies. What, liquid courage? Like, you think that's confidence? It's not. People are like, well, ayahuasca. Maybe I just need to do ayahuasca to build my confidence. I just need to, look, I get it. Look, there's ayahuasca, there's liquid courage, there's chanting, right? And make no mistake about it, I fucking chant to myself. You've watched the show long enough, you know that one of the things I do when I'm backstage, I'm about to speak to hundreds or thousands of people, is I jump up and down, standing in the corner, and just, I like myself, I like myself, I like myself, I like myself, I like myself. And I do that because I visualize myself winning that fucking talk, getting a standing ovation, moving people and their emotions to the outcome that they want. I already feel the standing ovation backstage before I ever take the fucking stage. I visualize by saying, I like myself, I like myself, I like myself. And I close my eyes and I jump up and down and I have this little shit-eaten grin on my face because it's such a funny thing to say. But if you think just standing in a corner in a dark room, chanting to myself is how I've built my confidence, you are wrong, my friend. I've built it by stacking wins, little wins, big wins, medium-sized wins, taking fucking losses and turning them into fucking wins. I've taken chicken shit and turned it into chicken salad simply by force of will, commitment, and discipline. And I know you can do the same. I've got 2 arms and 2 legs and a fucking brain and the average IQ, and so do you. There's nothing special about me. And so here's your chance to do the same, to begin to build your reputation, your credit score with yourself. And so while you can go do all the ayahuasca and therapy and chanting and journaling and drink booze to feel confident and have courage, and make no mistake about it, I'm all for therapy, man. I fucking talk about therapy 80% of the episodes. But therapy alone is not going to give you the confidence, right? Journaling alone will not give you the confidence. Chanting, you love yourself, will not give you the confidence. Those are all secondary to stacking the wins, creating a massive amount of proof and evidence that you say what you're going to do, and then you do it, and then you finish it. That's the man who has an enormous amount of confidence. And so what do you do next? 1, start what you finish. 2, stack little wins, medium-sized wins, and big wins. Just keep stacking wins. Number 3, do the marathon challenge. If you're watching this on YouTube, then you can go into the description box and you can click on that link and get the marathon challenge for free. You're like, oh, I don't like running. I don't like running. There's a marathon everywhere, somewhere. If not, go drive 13.1 miles and drive back. There's your mileage, 26.2. Use the program that I literally am giving you for free, train, and then run that marathon and feel like a fucking savage when you're done. Could you imagine that? What? Stacking little daily wins. Like that whole marathon challenge is literally designed to build confidence. That's all it is. It's designed to build confidence and credibility with yourself because it's got built-in little wins. Win number 1 is the fact that you're going to go and download the fucking thing, right? Because in your head right now, if you're like, I'm going to go download this thing, and then you don't, you've already broken a promise to yourself. Number 2, as soon as you do, open it up, watch that first video. It's going to tell you to register for find a marathon that's local. And if you can't, then pace out 13.1 miles with your car and back on whatever street, pace out a little 26.2 mile thing. And now you've got your marathon. And then every day, follow that program. Each one of those days, it's a rest day, it's a workout day, it's a running day. Do the things on the day. Stack those little wins on a daily. It's a nutrition day. It's a recovery day, right? Do those things. Listen to the inspirational, motivational, accountability videos that I have there for you, packaged up. Stack all the little wins over the 6 weeks. When you do, then you'll be ready for that marathon. And when you finish that marathon, you cross that 26.2 miles, you have that conversation with the fucking devil himself, and you fucking tell that devil to shut up. You tell that devil to take the back seat. You tell that devil to never open its goddamn mouth again because you are going to run across that finish line. And what an amazing feeling that will be. And I'm promising you this, my friend, that it will bleed into every area of your life, into your relationship, into your business, into how you carry yourself, because confidence is contagious. And you will see that you become the person who inspires everyone else around you to level up to their higher self.